with the Joe LaRosa podcast. Today's episode 6, and in today's episode, we're going to talk about having more conscious awareness. You know, there was some time ago where I kind of felt like everything was just, going against me. I just felt like I was experiencing just on a consistent basis this negative momentum, and I couldn't figure out how to get over it. I started trying to go back and just doing some of the basics. And I had an opportunity where I went out to Sedona, Arizona. And out there, if you ever heard about Sedona, it's known for having all this kind of energy. It's got all these different vortexes that come from within the earth, and it's supposed to be a place where a lot of folks just go and just trying to reconnect. And so, I just went out there and I was just looking for something different. I was trying to see if I could maybe get some kind of almost kind of like a spiritual awakening, right? And I went out there and I was with this individual who was kind of giving me this guide, and we were kind of just hiking, through this trail, and we're having this discussion. He's talking about, have you ever been able to get back into alignment? I'm like, get back into alignment? What are you talking about? I'm just looking to see if I can just kind of just come across and have this moment of like, aha, here it is, right? Having this like just this spiritual awakening, so I can guys kind of get through all this negativity that I've been dealing with. And what he explained to me is that, listen, we live our lives every day kind of like rapid fire at times. It's just like one day after the other. It's like almost like we live in like Groundhog's Day. And if you don't take the time to actually kind of stop and kind of like, in a funny way of saying it, kind of like just to stop and smell the roses, and to be able to actually just sit there and pause and be able to actually try to reestablish the alignment that we all truly need to have. When we're not able to do that, we're not consciously aware of what's going on around us. And that's when we miss out on opportunities, or we just can't come up with the solutions to whatever problems that we may be experiencing. And so here it was, time in my life where I was dealing with all this stress and all these challenges and problems, and I was just basically kind of trying to identify it as, I'm just dealing with negative momentum. I'll find a way to get through it. Let me have this spiritual awakening. But really, I learned, it's all within me. I'm not gonna have this awakening or someone kind of come over and sprinkle pixie dust on me or give me some kind of a magic pill. I need to be able to look deep inside and to be able to actually allow myself to take that time out, stop, smell the roses, and be able to actually now kind of take the blinders off, be able to see what's going on around me, and be able to reconnect so that I can become more consciously aware of what's going on around me and what's going on even inside within me. Because again, whenever I work with individuals, I always have to help them understand that, look, as a coach, I'm not going to give you the answers. I'm not going to give you the strategy that you need to go ahead and actually go out there and do. I may hint, I may guide you, I may give you some advice, but at the end of the day, I got to ask you enough questions that I can help you understand that you have the answers within. So when I learned to really kind of get back into alignment and learn to really kind of understand that I got to get back in a place where I could be consciously aware of what's going on around me. So this is going to be kind of a 2-part episode. So technically this is call it episode 6, right? But next week I'm going to come back to you with we'll call it 6B, if I'm allowed to call it that. And I'm going to tell you exactly what you can do to actually be able to actually get that conscious awareness. If you've lost that, if you feel like you're out of alignment, if you're sitting there just kind of saying, I wish I could just have this, just this answer just come to me, kind of have like this awakening. Well, let me show you what you can do. Let me show you the way to be able to kind of have now full alignment so that you can see exactly where you need to go and what you need to do to get through any of these challenges that you may be dealing with. So I know it's kind of a little bit of a cliffhanger, but trust me, if you can stay tuned to next week, you're going to see really what it is that you can put into practice and allow you to be able to have that conscious awareness. So again, folks, it's a pleasure to be able to come to you this week. You can follow me on Instagram at Joe A. LaRosa, or check us out at joelarosa.com. You can see all of our upcoming events and workshops. So I look forward to speaking with you guys again here real soon. Take care.